A little bit of a different format video this time. I'm going to be bending 8 Bhojan dining chairs. Not bending the whole chairs themselves, just bending the backs. So see if you like it. Let me know down below in the comments if you don't like it. That's fine. So let's watch the entire build, starting with the steaming. The only reason I'm doing the steaming first is because once I've bent them, I've got to leave the backs for 2 weeks before I can work on them. Stick around. You need to have a strap for your bending jig. This is to prevent blowout from when your wood bends. Obviously you're going to bend it down in a curve like that, and the strap needs to go around the outside of the wood, and it needs to have stops on each side, because as you bend the wood, what it wants to do is it wants to compress and it wants to lengthen. So if you're starting with the wood this size, after you bend it, it's going to end up being that size. So you've got to have these compression blocks at the end of it, so that as the wood bends, it keeps the length the same, and that's what prevents the splitting. So the strap I've got here from inside to inside is 1.6 meters, 1,600 millimeters. So first thing we need to do, select your wood that's got the best grain, the straightest grain. Now what I'm doing is I'm cutting this on its side, so I'm cutting it across the face. So I'm actually using the grain on this side as the reference point, which is better because bending it like this, it's a little bit more knotty the way it's being cut. So I need to cut down my strips into the correct thickness, correct width, and the correct length. So we'll start with the length first. We'll cut it 1.6. That'll enable us to have some solid ends, offcuts on the sides that we can use for other parts of the chair build. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to do. Step 1, get the clamps on the side supports. Okay, that's it. Got the middle marked. Get to the center. Nice and slowly. Wow, it's looking nice now. Getting this nice up there. Push this one a little bit. Sit out. The strap is slightly shorter. So now I'm just going to pin that there. Pin this one here. That's another correct bend. Okay, we'll leave that for 20 minutes and let it cool down a bit. The other ones I'm swapping out, so. I just did one off camera just so I could test to make sure that it all fits properly and all works nicely. So basically what I've got to do is I've got 16 of these backs, 8 bottoms and 8 tops. So I've got to cut the tops down to this size and then hand plane them flat so that they can join together nicely. So that's pretty much what we're going to do here. I've got the boys here helping me. They're on school holidays. It's a fun little process. Are you guys enjoying it? Are you learning? Yeah. Are you learning? I like your apron. All right, jump in. Let's come and have a look at this. I'll mark this to cut it off there. Mark that to cut it off there. Because after I record one now, do lots of them at the same time. Wait. Okay, cool. So I've cut those down now. I've cut the lengths of the bottom rail, and this is the top rail. So I need one side flat. Obviously the bottom side of this top, the bottom of the top needs to be flat so that can fit against the top of the bottom. Cut up a simple jig that one can go inside there. You can pop the backrest in there, make sure it's the right way around. So that's the bottom side there. And we're gonna simply hand plane this flat. I know you could probably do this on the jointer, but this is quieter and more fun in my opinion. And it tends to bend up in the middle on the inside corner. So I'll take that out first with the hand plane. I can see which way the grain's going. So yeah. Over here it's great. On this side here it's perfect. At the back. And then as it comes towards the front, it starts twisting ever so slightly. This side's okay, this side's a little bit higher. So that means I must plane it from there all the way down until I've got a nice flat surface. So like I say, I start at the back so I can get a nice reference point. And then I can start moving my way around like this. Making sure that I'm keeping on a nice flat reference point on the one side. Super simple to do. This side's all good except for this one corner from about here. So I've only got that much left, but in order to get that little angle out, I've got to bring the rest of it down in line with the lowest point, if that makes sense. Spot on, absolutely flat. Beautiful. We don't have to flatten the whole thing. I'm going to hand shapen that afterwards. We will have to flatten the whole bottom later, but that's after we've glued this up. We'll sort that out because I want everything nice and stable. But yeah, I've just made 2 marks over there to show where I need to flatten, and then I will flatten in the same. Tighten that up like that. So that's all nice and flat. So we've got to take out the inside ring quite substantially. So what I'll do for this one on the first go round, because it's quite a high bump there, I'm actually going to use the spoke shave just to try and take some of that away. Yeah, it's better. Let's check that. Yeah, that's much closer. Okay, then we can go back onto the hand plane, and again, start on the back surface. With all of this. Yes. Tap. Now nice. Ah, yes. Yes. Yes.
There, back up.
So that's those 2 done. I've done one, it's my second one. I've got 6 more to go. And that's it, super simple. I can actually start gluing this up now. Gluing those like that and being ready. What clamps are these?
G-tap.
G-clamps. Unscrew them. Well, I do the glue them. You can unscrew them, I will glue them. Oh, thanks for the spreader. Yeah, no, I prefer using my finger. With my finger I can feel if I've got a lot of glue or if it's too dry. Obviously you can see as well, putting quite a bit on, so I don't need both sides. Gently lay it down, line up our marks, line up our centers.
Very good.
It's all in the wrist. Okay, I'm going to start on one side, get it nicely down in the center, tighten it nicely, make sure that's all lined up. I'll do the middle one next, not tight.
Waiting.
There you go. Okay, those 2 are extra. Those ones are going to be for the next ones. There we go. It stays. Clap that on. Whoa, it's way too hot. Wow. That's way too hot. That has gone dead. It looks good though. Just Bhojan chair. Number 8. Now I'm gonna varnish this bad boy. Okay.
Okay.
Drop a glue.
What?